Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to some of y'all, and peace out to the rest of you. Again, hit the share button because the message is more important than the messenger. This is part 2 of the last upload about these crap tests. And again, my thanks to Melanie King. That was no cap when I said that last time. My thanks to her sincerely from the bottom of my black heart and the depth of my black mind for telling the truth about these crap tests. And to the other ladies that I mentioned for telling the truth about the games ladies will play in general. The games that men will play have already been told. Not even sold, but told. And that is why it is that I don't focus on that and don't want to talk about that, don't need to, because everybody already knows what they are. And the truth be told, when men do decide to play these games, their ability to get away with them usually just depends on how much the women like them or not. I mean, when you're not their type, you can't get away with being sincere. When you are their type visually to look at, you can get away with being insincere, and that's why I'm not covering that. I'm one-sided, and I've explained why. In case somebody was asleep or just retarded the last time I said it, I'm explaining it again. I want to say something about these crap tests in general for the second half that I didn't talk about the first half, and that is that these crap tests are largely a double standard themselves. I've heard some say, well, you know, men do it too. And I know that men have individual tests that we have. But the thing is that when a man has the test and a lady passes, which they can do it by simply being a good lady, while also being his type visually at the same time. In other words, when a man tests a woman like that, she's already his type visually. All he has to do is see the character, and as long as she has good character, she will pass. She can have a good moral character, pass the test, and he's stuck on her. When these ladies have these crap tests for you gentlemen, you gotta understand that you can pass the crap test and you still fail the crap test. I know, you heard me correctly. But it's just so bad. There's not even a quick way to explain it and do the whole thing justice that I just said, but I'll give the condensed version of what I meant. The condensed explanation, The condensed version of the explanation is that they'll crap test you when you're not their type. They'll crap test you from the time y'all begin talking. And everything you do can be wrong. You don't get back to them soon enough, they move on because you took too long. You get back to them soon enough, they move on because you got back to them too soon. You see, what I mean is that there's no right answer. Now, that right there is a problem because already they're doing this to guys who they're not sure are their type or not anyway. And then there's not really a right answer and they don't realize they're doing it. Usually that means there won't be a right answer. So really what you got to do in order to pass the test is you got to fail it, morally speaking. But you got to do it at a time when she's just horny enough or lonely enough to go ahead and give you a pass anyway. And that's how it works. And that's what makes this so futhermucking bad. The fact is that you already can't win. Through no fault of yours, you never could. And you're not to blame for that. You will be blamed. You will be asked why you couldn't win. But as I've stated, there was nothing you could have done. Every way that you could have possibly gone about it. That's not a right time frame with which to answer a text. That's not a right time to answer or not answer the phone call and let it go to your voicemail, if y'all still have that in the States. You don't even know. Only thing you know is that the nicer she's going to look, the more difficult she's going to be. And they keep you like this. They function as a unit with a hive mind to keep the situation exactly as it is now. The ones who don't and get caught not making it difficult for you actually get clowned by other women. Now, there are women that don't do this, I know that. But if they're nice to look at and they don't do these things, their girlfriends clown them for that. Their girlfriends are looking for them to be difficult to you just because. Like, why not? Why shouldn't they? What's wrong with you that you're not doing it, or rather, what's so right about him that you're not? Jay Cash knows what I'm talking about. I haven't heard from him in a while, but he knows. He's talked about this before. But the more important thing is this. You should never allow them to use their gender to excuse them doing or behaving exactly as the children like whom they would never tolerate you treating them. That's the main thing right there. So you don't have to let them treat you a particular way for them to keep trying to do it and keep trying to do it and keep trying to treat you that way. You can stop them and they'll try it again later on. You can stop them later on and they'll try it again. They keep, when you're crap testing you to see if you're so-called alpha, they keep doing it, and they keep doing it until they find a way to say that you're not, and then you can't get it back. And that's why it's okay for them to have standards, but the crap tests are not to be tolerated once you have good reason to believe that that's exactly what the wuck it is. Oh, you tested me. When you know her well enough to know how she would respond if she knew that you were testing her the same way, you respond exactly that same way. And if you don't know, well then assume the worst because she's testing you anyway before y'all really know each other like that. See, this is what I've been talking about when I've said that men have made one major mistake from which all of the mistakes stem, and that is being too fucking easy. When we want you to take accountability, one of the things that happens when you take accountability is you stop being so mother cuss word easy. You stop with all of this allowing them to test you in ways they don't allow you to test them. That is absolutely important for you to understand, you know. They want you to take accountability. If you're really going to take accountability, this will be the accountability you will take. You'll stop being too doggone easy, and you won't tolerate no crap tests once you're sure that's what it is. I hope this helps. Thanks for listening. Black heart, black mind, blackout, assalamu alaikum, and black heterosexual non-select male power just because she don't like it, and black patriarchy until